This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rajni Jain on behalf of agricultureinformation.com. I'd like to welcome you all to this online meeting. Please take a moment to review the guidelines for this online meeting posted in the chat window. I now request the moderator, Mr. Lakshmipati, to introduce the speaker and start the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rajni. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Lakshmipati. I will be moderating this meeting. Agricultureinformation.com likes to welcome to this meeting Dr. Vani, the Assistant Professor at Horticultural College and Research Institute, Periyakulam, Tamilnadu. Dr. Vani will be speaking on the topic processing and value addition of moringa. I now request the speaker to begin.
Thank you, Rajini Madam and Lakshmipati sir.
Welcome, Madam.
Today I would like to speak about the topic processing and value addition of moringa.
Not moving?
Yes, sir. Now it's moving.
Okay.
Okay. So, moringa, also known as drumstick, which is native of India, Asia, and Africa. So, India is the prime producer of moringa with an annual production of 2.2 million tons of tender fruits from an area of 43,600 hectares, leading to the productivity of around 51 tons per hectare. So among the different states, Andhra Pradesh leads in both area and production, which contains 15,665 hectares, followed by Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. So moringa oleifera, also known as a miracle tree. So we generally call it as miracle tree. So because it contains more than 90 nutrients and it contains natural antioxidants and biochemical properties and 36 inflammatories. So it's a source of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids, and therefore that the green leaves are used as a natural source of food. So in the culinary or due to the medicinal value, it's also used in the many industries like cosmetics and in the pharmaceutical industries, so that it is called as a natural power sources power food. So it also contains many health benefits, so which reduces glucose limits and reduces the inflammation and controls the cholesterol and boosts the immune system and lowers the blood pressure and cures the anemia and cure the joint pains. So moringa leaf contain more nutrition than the common foods. So which when compared with the common foods, so the nutrients like which is the fresh leaves contains 4 times the vitamin A than the carrots, and potassium contains 3 times more than 3 times than the banana, and calcium contains more than 4 times than the milk products and yogurts the vitamin C contains in the fresh leaves and dried leaves than the oranges, which contains more than 7 times. So the 100 grams moringa dried leaf, which is equal to 10 times of the vitamin A of carrots, and half time of the vitamin C of oranges, and 17 times more than the milk in the content of calcium, and it is more than 15 times contains potassium than the bananas, and 20 times than the spinach in the nutrient which contain nutrient that is iron, which contains more than 25 times than the spinach. So it is rich in protein, and which is more than 9 times than the yogurt. So when you compare with the common foods, which is the nutrients which are available in the fresh leaves, is more than the common foods like carrots and bananas, milk products, which gives so relatively we'll say that it contains more amounts of vitamin A, calcium, potassium, as well as protein and vitamins. So while taking fresh leaves, so it is more than the which is available in common foods. So the dried leaves, which may contain more than the fresh leaves. So the potential of moringa leaf. So we are generally the moringa leaf is used as a food. The fresh leaf can be used in the culinary and or for the medication and industrial purposes. And these leaves are outstanding as a source of vitamin A, B group, and vitamin C when it was raw, and are among the best sources of minerals. So they are also excellent source of protein, but poor sources of carbohydrate and fat. Moringa leaves are one of the best plant foods available in nature. So the leaves can be cooked and eaten as a vegetable like spinach. Although the cooking helps digestibility, it's also lost some of the nutrients while cooking. So the leaves are inexpensive, abundantly available, still are, even though it is considered as underexploited crop and are mostly discarded. These leaves may be mostly discarded and going waste. So to reduce this waste and all, so we can make the products like some of the value-added products from the leaf, such as leaf powder. So the moringa, as I said, the moringa leaf contains more nutrition when compared with the other common foods where the nutrients are available even in the abundant quantity. So there is moringa leaf can be utilized for the making of the powder, which fetch more income and which have more value in the markets, even in the export markets. So the technology that we can adapt for the processing of the moringa leaf powder. So here the moringa leaves, that is provided at the stage of green mature tender stage. So these moringa leaves may be harvested and washed thoroughly using the chlorinated water with 100 to 150 ppm. So these to remove the dust and dirt particles. So these after washing, these leaves may be dried, surface dried, and then after it is placed in the trays and may be dried under the cabinet dryer at the temperature of 50 degrees centigrade for 6 hours. So later these dried leaves may be made into a fine moringa leaf powder by using the pulverizers. So this moringa dried leaf contain more nutrients than the other common fruits, and the leaf powder also have more nutrients, that is more than the common food, which have more than 7 times the vitamin C than the oranges, and 4 times of vitamin A than the carrots, and 4 more times are rich in calcium than the milk and products, and 3 times more potassium than the bananas, and 3 times more vitamin E than the spinach. And it is 3 times more than the iron content than the almonds. So these are all the machineries that which can be utilized in the moringa leaf powder processing line. That is washer and dewatering machines and air drying cooling machines and powder grinding and drying ovens. So these moringa leaf powder can be utilized in the making of leaf tablets and capsules. So these moringa capsules or tablets are the natural source of contains natural source of nutrients for direct intake, and it can also be used as a supplement. So because due to the high bioavailability, so that our body can absorb easily and have more benefit than by taking synthetic supplements. So we can replace these synthetic supplements by this natural supplement of moringa tablets and capsules. So not only supplement, so this can the moringa powder, leaf powder, can also be utilized in the process of moringa ready-to-use value-added products such as moringa peanut chutney powder, moringa rice powder, moringa sambar powder, and moringa plain spread. And this plain spread can also be seasoned with seasoning with the mustard and other oil and other seasoning ingredients. So these are all the instant and ready to use value-added products which can be have as a food supplements. And then moringa leaf can also be converted into the moringa tea, that is moringa leaf tea. So here the moringa leaf may be dried and crushed, and that may be packed in tea bags for the regular intake instead of taking of tea leaves. So this is naturally it gives more nutrients, and it strengthen our immunity, and if you consume regularly. So these flavored and packed tea bags are can also have more export potential, and this moringa leaf tea can also be um, supplement or also mix up with the different flavors like strawberry and peppermint flavor, and moringa energy bars and balls. So these are all the snacks which have highly nutritious value and highly nutrients, and so it is nutritious. We can say it is a nutritious snack. So which mostly prepared from the nuts, cereals, and the moringa supplement. Means the moringa leaf powder that we are adding in the moringa energy bar and energy bars to make more nutritious. So moringa energy bars are served as nutritious snack that might not have time for a nutritious meal and serve as alternative snack for children. So the energy bars can be sweetened with jaggery or honey as alternative sweeteners for sugar. And moringa energy bar can store well for 8 months. And this powder can also be stored for a year. So this can be packed and stored in the room temperature for 12 months. So these can be incorporated in the snacks for the making of supplements and making of food supplements. So this can also have more shelf life, which can be stored up to 8 months to 12 months. So this moringa leaf powder can also be incorporated in the bakery products, in the making of moringa bread, moringa cookies, and moringa. So it is more nutritious and can be also prepared, and we can served in the breakfast or even as evening snacks. And moringa have very good potential in the incorporation of bakery foods like bread, brownies, and other snacks like rice crackers and snacks like the extruded snacks. So it contains more minerals and proteins, fiber content, and vitamin C and calcium and carotenoids. So while incorporating in the common foods like breads, crackers, and snacks. So the another kind of food like extruded food. So the moringa powder can also be incorporated in the extruded foods like pasta or noodles, macaroni, so on. So the preparation of moringa noodles by using the noodle making machine. So here the ingredients that we are using refined wheat flour. So wheat flour can also be used, especially for making of noodles. We can use jute wheat in place of refined wheat flour, or any kind of composite flours can also be used for making of noodles instead of using the refined wheat flour. So here the refined wheat flour or any kind of the composite flours can be used for making the noodles by the addition of salt and water. And this flour may be mixed with salt solution and kneaded to make a dough and conditioned for 20 minutes, and making a sheet and cutting into the stripes and steaming for 15 to 20 minutes and drying at 60 degrees centigrade for 12 to 16 hours. Then after it's packed and storage. These noodles can be stored up to 6 to 8 months. So it can be further used in the making of noodle preparation after rehydrating the dried noodles. So the moringa leaf can also be made into the leaf paste. So here the fresh leaves are the selected and matured fresh leaves are utilized for making of leaf paste. So here we have to separate the leaves from the branches, and we have to strip the leaf and the sound leaves have to choose. So the infected or the yellow, the colored leaves may be discarded to get the good quality leaf paste, that is product that we are making from the sound leaves. So these leaves, the harvested immature leaves will be further washed with the chlorinated water, and then after steam blanched for 5 minutes, and then grinded to a smooth paste and packed in the glass bottles. So these paste may be sterile at 600 watts for 2 minutes while using the microwave oven and stored. So this can be the product can be further used in the mixing with the mayonnaise. So here the mayonnaise may be mixed with the paste, give good organoleptic characteristics, and moringa mayonnaise contain more nutritive value. That is, it's contains more minerals or calorific value, and so this may be due to the supplement with the moringa paste. So the moringa mayonnaise is a thick cold sauce or using as a dressing, which is commonly used in the sandwiches, hamburgers, salads, and French fries. So the another potential product, that is seed oil, moringa seed oil.
Excuse me, Dr. Vani. Madam, now from whichever range you are speaking, this voice is clear. Suddenly the voice becomes very weak and feeble also. Now the voice is better now. I can maintain same position, please. Yeah,
okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So the another product of the moringa is moringa seed oil. So the moringa seed oil can be used in the cooking, and it is more healthy, and which contains oleic acids and vitamin E, which is more healthy for hair and skin, and have very good amounts of antioxidants, and which manages cholesterol level and have very good anti-aging property. So this oil can be extracted either by cold press or by extracting using the oil extractors. So this moringa seed oil, also called bell oil, so which is used in the as a lubricant, so which have very good potential in the export markets. So these moringa seeds can also be consumed as a snack. So here the seeds may be deshelled, and which may be that the inner portion of the seed may be popped and salted and used as it can also be eat like peanuts. So it contains good amounts of protein and oil content, so that it's gives very good nutrition and nutritious become a very good nutritious food. So apart from the leaf and seeds, so the parts also have very good market in the European countries. So these can be eaten as a vegetable and can also be export. The export the global markets, and which fetch high value in European markets. So these parts can also be processed into the canned vegetables. So these parts may be cut into the small pieces and maybe filled in the cans, that is tin cans. So using the brine as a medium. So these cans have very good canned processed parts have very good potential in the export markets. So the other products which like the parts is moringa pulp powder. So these moringa parts may be blanched and scoop out the pulp, and pulp may be dried in the dryer at the 50 degrees centigrade for 6 to 8 hours. So this may be pulverized and made into fine powder. So which may be further packed in the polyethylene bags or aluminum bags. So which may be have very good shelf life and can have the storability of 12 months. So this can be stored under the room temperature, avoiding the high humidity areas. So this can be stored for a long period. So this powder can be supplemented with other foods like moringa instant soups and moringa so instant soups, and so that it have very good nutritional value and as well as very good potential in the markets. And the moringa parts can also be used in the making of hot pickle by adding the spices, oil as the natural ingredients, which gives more taste and flavor to the pickle. This pickle can also be stored for a year and very good potential in the market. And the moringa root can also be utilized for making of the fruit pickle. So these are all the products that so these moringa products have an eminent market and export opportunities. Due to the increase in population and growing trends of vegetarianism and we have the awareness on health, which pave the way of the growth of moringa-based products as medicinal and the medicinal and cosmetic industries, and very good demand for moringa in the nutritional soups, snack bars, and bakery products. And so we are utilizing the moringa leaf powder in making of moringa capsules, so that it also have very good demand. So which it's raising awareness of the of the health supplements for the treatment of health related issues. And moringa capsules are the another concrete growing driver for the global moringa market. So that this I conclude my speech with this conclusion. So if there is any doubts, so we may ask.
Thank you, Dr. Vani, for an excellent presentation and talk. And I would like to request the participants to ask their questions. We'll also be posting the speaker's contact details in the chat window. Dr. Vani, there is one question from the chat window. Mr. Ravi Kumar Reddy wants you to explain about moringa capsule preparation and what are the export avenues of moringa products, export opportunities of moringa products, and how moringa capsule is prepared.
The capsules can be the moringa leaf powder is replacing for making of capsules. So that may be placed in the capsules, which is the edible coated capsules that we are using. So the capsule making and pellet making machines also available to making of pellets and the capsules. So these capsules may be being so these the capsules and pellets have very good export potential. These three have the export value and can be exported to the other countries like Singapore, Malaysia, and other African countries also, Myanmar, and so these countries are also very good. So they are also importing products, moringa products, as a source of supplements.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on to the participants for questions. Can you please stop sharing the screen, madam?
Yes.
Okay, there's one question from Mr. Avadesh Chandra Tripathi. His question is, let me read it out for you, madam. What is the minimum area of cultivation to get the break even in 3 years?
Pardon, sir?
What is the minimum area of cultivation you would recommend to get the break even in 3 years?
So that the cultivation aspects, I am not the person to make clear about the cultivation aspects. And
I see. No, supposing somebody starts growing moringa and he starts cultivating, and to get back whatever he has invested in 3 years, how much? How many acres he must invest? That's what he wants to know. To get back the investment that he has done.
Sir, the cost that I don't know, sir, but the leaf that we can harvest at least from the so in 3 or 4 times that can be give more income.
Okay. Mr. Denson wants to know if there's any training center for newcomer in this field.
Yes, sir, that we are giving the trainings. Already we conducted many more trainings in the moringa value added products and powder making, and so we do have pellet making and capsules preparation training also we are offering from our institutes.
If somebody is interested, can he write to you and for advice, for training?
Sure, sir.
Okay.
So we are giving trainings for interest.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Lakshminarayan wants to know whether he can give a turnkey consultancy for production. Can you give consultation for moringa production?
Sir, for production, so you may contact Horticultural College Periyakulam. the horticulture staff can do the consultation about the moringa production. And so I am concerned about the processing and the validation.
All right.
The
Okay.
horticulture.
Okay,
So
next
that
question.
staff from the Horticultural College and Research Institute, Periyakulam.
Okay, next question from Mr. Avdesh. Is there any direct market linkage to sell these leaves from farmers?
Sir, directly, so in the it have farmers can get from the they can sell in the domestic markets, or otherwise they can convert into the value-added products which have very good export potential.
Right, thank you. That's all the questions we have from the chat window. But participants from your side, any questions, please? What about Mr. Siddhappa? Any questions?
No, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Mr. Raghunath, Mr. Shashi Bhushan, Mr. Mohan.
Thanks, Mr. Rashmipati.
Mr. Mohan, yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Dr. Vani. I was a little late to attend your session, but anyway, later I'll look into that. But being an exporter, I would like to know which of the countries have much demand of Indian moringa products. Do you have any idea?
The Ethiopian countries and Myanmar, mostly the African countries are welcoming our moringa products, and as well the Malaysia and Singapore also. So we are exporting these products to Singapore and Malaysia.
Okay. How about USA and UK markets, ma'am, and Canada, like?
Canada, okay, yes, sir. It's a very good opportunity to export the products to UK and US.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you. Next, Mr. Ravi Kumar Reddy. Mr. Ravi Kumar Reddy, you have any question to ask?
Yeah. Good evening. Good evening. I am Ravi Kumar.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, we got a lot of problem with this moringa. In our area, people cultivated some 100 acres of moringa, but some company promised that they will take the leaves and they didn't take. How to solve this problem and how to make this processing and export it to US or UK? That's the problem. Yeah, can you please throw some help how to solve this problem? The farmers are crying like anything.
Yes, sir. The only way to convert into the powder. So the powder have very good potential for the market. Because the industries are taking this, so they are utilizing in the making of tablets or capsules, so that we can sell our leaf instead of in the domestic markets, or so you can convert into the powder, and that can be made into pellets, and that can be sold in the global markets. And similarly, we can also made into the paste, which have very good shelf life. So which can be further utilized in the other products like other instant mixes or other mayonnaise like products can also be developed, and that may also have very good value future the markets.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. I will talk to you in person and let us see that how we can help the farmers in our area. Thank you, madam.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Raghavendra, you have any question? Mr. Raghavendra? What about Mr. Michael Fonseca? Mr. Michael, you have any question?
No, sir, I don't have any question. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Hanif, Mr. Suraj Sebastian. Okay, I think we have no more questions coming up now. Mr. Hanif Kasu. Yes, Mr. Hanif.
Thank you very much for this lecture. No questions.
Welcome, welcome. Okay, thank you so much. And then I now would like to thank the speaker, Dr. Vani, on behalf of Agriculture Information, for taking a time to speak with us. I now request the organizer of the meeting, Ms. Rajini Jain, to please close the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Lakshmipati. I'd like to thank the speaker, Dr. Vani, for taking the time to talk with us. I also like to thank all the participants for their time. The meeting will now be closed.